Well, let me. All right, so yeah, we're doing Jocktober, and we'll have a whole feature once again, right, Sam?
Well, I feel like Jocktober is an all-whole feature on almost every Jocktober show. So, like towards the end, maybe we'll compile the best.
It
of
really
holes.
makes the best Jocktobers when there's a hole for us to really lambast.
And are we going to start this losethehole.com website?
Yeah, I don't see.
I think we finally have to give it back to radio. I've been thinking about this lately. We finally got to give it back.
Yep.
We've taken.
It's time to give back, Opie.
Time to start planting trees.
You know, when you get back to the community, let's give back.
If you've ever been in the Northwest and you drive one of those highways and you turn the corner and you see no trees whatsoever, that's what we've done to this business.
Yes.
It's time that we plant a few saplings.
I'm going to pass that info on to you.
Okay.
For the website.
That's a great idea. Can we start developing that?
I don't see why not. Especially once Jocktober hits, we could put all the holes up. Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah, holes with a little audio clip, and people can pick their favorite holes. They could vote on them.
I mean, and the thing is, I could bring them in for Jocktober, and you guys could pick your favorite hole clip to go on for the day. And
love it. Love it.
There's so much that can be done.
Look, Anthony, we're talking in general terms because people like Bonnie is funny as shit. Bonnie, Rich Voss's husband, is very funny. Ken in Florida. We know that. And Bonnie's very funny on our show.
Yes.
The thing is, because she comes in and she's not being a hole.
No, she calls Rich a fucking stupid asshole. She calls him impotent. Calls him a fucking woman.
Right.
Says he's unfunny. She makes fun of his speech, his teeth. She does everything all of us guys do.
Right.
Except she doesn't have a cock. As far as I know, I've never seen her pussy. But I assume she doesn't have a cock because she's pretty.
I think she might have a peener.
A peener?
Yeah. She has a peener.
Like Lady Gaga?
No. Oh, wow. There's another channel on Sirius XM. Travis in New Hampshire. Yes, Travis.
Oh. Hey, guys, right out of Boston, there's three hilarious, witty women. It's a show called Lippy Lips.
Lippy Lips. And the reserve chute opened. Congrats, dude. Okay. He cut his main loose and opened the reserve.
We got to admit something, though. That was a good line, Travis. What happens, though, sometimes we just tune out when we say, hi, Travis, you're on the air. For real.
Yeah.
Because I'll listen to the replay and go, oh, my God, we gave that guy nothing, and that was a good line.
We didn't even help him out.
We just tune out. All right, let's get back to this audio. So, Amelia, I want a harsh on Amelia. We're going to start this track over because we've been talking for like 15 minutes about other shit. And then the whole attempts her shots, but Mickey's like trying to push her down because he heard what we had to say yesterday.
It's like 90210.
But, Amelia, they were so harsh on you.
You know what? I really don't care.
I know you don't, but I couldn't. I was listening.
They hate women. They're misogynists, or at least that's what they play on.
I got to tell you though,
they really don't like women.
But it was hilarious.
I mean, it's all about how women are assholes and have really no redeeming quality except.
So
for
they're doing reality radio.
Yeah, right.
They do reality radio then. No, but
the other thing is you also have to put it in perspective. There are peers. They're in the same business. They're doing the same exact thing we're doing. They're not doing anything that's all that much better. Trust me.
Yeah, and they're actually...
All right, who's that dick?
That is Scott.
All right, Scott has to go, too. Mickey, Scott has to go, too. I think you got to surround yourself with people that understand what you are trying to do, my friend.
I think he's... I'm willing to cut him a little slack because I think he's speaking in general terms.
No, he says, trust me. What does that mean? You listen every day, right?
Nothing better than we do, but I think he means in the fact that, like, the mechanics of it. I don't think he's talking about quality of show or anything like that. I really honestly think he means the mechanics of this. We're coming in, we're turning on the mics, we're talking to each other. You know, that's what I think. I'm willing to cut him slack. If he bashes us again, I swear I'll shoot him. But
don't say that.
I'm teasing, of course.
Don't say that because no one knows when we're joking or not. Anymore.
No, of course we're kidding.
I was just amazed that she got away with saying asshole on terrestrial radio.
Whoa, FCC! No, I'm kidding.
We weren't allowed to do it.
They never report people.
Because we were on the radar. I should have learned that lesson when the stupid boss told us.
Should have stayed on the gaydar.
The gaydar.
Get it? No, I don't. It's not even
Put in perspective, there are peers. They're in the same business. They're doing the same exact thing we're doing. They're not doing anything that's all that much better. Trust me.
Yeah, and they went up, and now they're kind of like...
Oh, boy.
I mean,
oh, boy. We went up, and then we went... Meow.
Really?
Wait. We went up.
That's an insult.
And then we went... Meow.
Meow. Meow.
Oh, like a dick when you take your clothes off. All right. It goes up, and then they look at you, and it goes, meow.
I bet you she's got a lot of experience with the
meow part of it. It goes up? No. It goes, meow.
Guy's like, fuck, what was I thinking? I'm not fucking this ugly
Shut
broad.
up. Shut the fuck up.
I know I had Ted and Jägermeister's, a few fucking lines off the toilet seat, and a bunch of Guinness, but I ain't fucking this broad.
I mean, come on.
Man.
Yeah, we had a lot of syndicated markets, and they went away, and it's all about business. It's all about the radio business. Look at everybody.
You know what? We'll never be able to turn people around on that, but
that was a moment in radio. It was a moment in radio history that is just gone. The era of the syndicated hot talk radio is gone. It's fucking gone. Rush Limbaugh, you could get that. You could get Hannity.
If you have
political
a talk show,
there's obviously a thing for that. But sports talk to a point, but that's got to be kept local.
Dude.
But edgy talk radio, they got so, first of all, they were petrified about fines. Let me tell this fucking cunt what happened in radio. I'll school you. I'll school you, slit. Here's what happened. When the FCC jumped on regular radio and put fines from $36,000 to $360,000, whatever it was, around there, it all of a sudden became impossible for a station or a radio company to pay the amount of fines because it was per occurrence per station. So it became suicide to put edgy talk radios on 20 stations, knowing that they could potentially get fined $360,000 times 20. So they cut back and started putting local shit shows on.
Why are you yelling?
Loading them up with holes like you. And that is where we're at right now. And that's why radio is in the shitter. Advertising's down, ratings stink, and people are looking at alternatives. Because that whole era is gone. It was an era. It was a time. It was like pre-cable television.
Well, but people are going to go...
We lived through it. It was fantastic. But times, they did a change.
But the other thing, too, Ant, is they just didn't want to pay us anymore.
Motherfuckers! Yeah, that was another thing. Everyone cried poverty because of
when
the
our
economy.
contract was up in all these markets, no one wanted to pay anymore. We didn't have amazing ratings, but we were getting the job done. And in some markets, we did have amazing ratings, actually. Yeah. But Buffalo's a very good example. We were doing a morning show for Buffalo, and I'll give you the numbers. We were making about $75,000. Okay, that's now you got to hear us out. The $75,000 is now split with Sirius XM. Then you got to pay an agent. Then you got to pay our people. Then Ant and I finally get a little taste of the action. It's not a lot of money.
Let us wet our beaks.
Right. So all of a sudden, they offered $50,000 for a morning show in Buffalo.
Yeah.
And we're like, but we knew like the radio business was changing a little bit, so we agreed to that. Then they dropped that number in half.
Yeah.
To $25,000.
And we were kicking ass.
We were doing very well.
Yeah.
And that's what we saw time and time again. That
but
these channels just didn't have the money to pay anymore because the ad dollars weren't where they should be.
And the ad dollars weren't there because also a lot of people were just looking at other places. Radio had become so fucking confined because the FCC, you remember, does anyone remember maybe a few years back when every fucking story was the FCC and what they were doing to radio? How they were dismantling it and threatening people with their livelihoods and fines? Well, that shit didn't go away. It's still $360,000 if you say fuck or shit.
But, you know, we continue with this and people are going to go, oh, they're making excuses.
I know.
0.0.
I know.